What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, you picked the perfect video to land on, because today we are diving deep into one of the most exciting blockchain projects I've seen in a long time. I'm talking about Torium, ticker symbol TOR, a layer 1 blockchain that is literally flipping the script on how people mine crypto. No expensive rigs, no massive electricity bills, no complicated setup. All you need is your smartphone. That's right, the one in your pocket right now. Stick with me for the next 8 minutes because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what Torium is, why it matters, how the mining system works, and whether this project deserves your attention in 2026. Let's go. So, first things first, what exactly is Torium? Torium Network is an enterprise-grade Layer 1 blockchain platform, and it has two big pillars that make it stand out. Pillar number 1 is mobile mining through a brand new consensus mechanism called Proof of Participation, or POP for short. Pillar number 2 is enterprise supply chain verification, meaning real businesses can use this blockchain to track products, verify authenticity, and store immutable data records. Now, here's the genius of this whole thing. Most blockchains make you choose. You're either building for regular, everyday users, or you're building for big corporations. Torium says, why not both? And that dual focus, individual users earning TOR on their phones, all right, let's get into the mechanics, because I know you want to know how the mining actually works. Here's the step-by-step. You open the Torium mobile app and start a mining session. That session runs for 10 hours. During that window, the network tracks your participation signals, things like active session time, referral activity, streaks, and boosts. When your session completes, your TOR rewards get calculated and credited to your balance. Simple, right? No heavy computation, no draining your battery. Your phone doesn't turn into a space heater. The base mining rate is 3.2 TOR per hour, so one full 10-hour session gives you 32 TOR before any boosts. That's the floor. But here's where the system gets really interesting, because there are multiple ways to boost that rate. Referral tier bonuses stack on top of your base rate. At 20 to 49 referrals, you get an extra half a TOR per hour. At 50 to 99 referrals, you get a full extra TOR per hour. And at 100 or more referrals, you're getting 2 extra TOR per hour, pushing your rate all the way to 5.2 TOR every single hour. Then there are streak boosts, percentage bonuses for mining every consecutive day. Day 1 gets you a 10% boost, Day 3 gives you 20%, Day 5 bumps you to 30%, and by Day 7, you're sitting on a full 50% streak bonus stacked on top of everything else. There are also mini task boosts, short window multipliers of up to 75% for 30 to 60-minute bursts. And on top of all that, when someone you referred mines, you automatically earn 10% of their output passively. The network-wide reference average sits at around 264 TOR per day for active users, and early movers with strong referral networks push even higher than that. This is exactly why getting in early matters so much. Now let's talk tokenomics, because a project's long-term value is only as good as its token design. The total supply of TOR is 2 billion coins. Here's how that breaks down. 50%, 1 billion TOR, goes directly to mining rewards, distributed to the community through proof of participation. That's you mining on your phone. 20%, 400 million TOR, goes to ecosystem and marketing, covering growth, partnerships, developer grants, and referral programs. Another 20%, 400 million TOR, is reserved for liquidity, supporting exchange listings and market activity. And 10%, 200 million TOR, goes to the team, locked and vested over time. That vesting detail matters because it means the team can't just dump on you the moment the token launches. Now here's the critical part, halving. Torium doesn't use time-based halving like Bitcoin. They use a milestone-based halving model, meaning halving triggers when the total amount mined across the entire network crosses 100 million TOR. The testnet mining pool has 600 million TOR split across 6 eras. Era 0 runs at the full 3.2 TOR per hour. Era 1 cuts that to 1.6. Era 2 drops to 0.8, and it keeps halving with each era from there. The math here is clear. Mine early, mine at the highest rates. The more people that join, the faster the eras advance, which creates real urgency and rewards early believers. One more important detail. If a halving happens while your session is already active, you keep your pre-halving rate for that full session. That's session-locked fairness and no nasty surprises mid-session. Respect. So, where is Torium right now and where are they going? We're currently in Q2 2026. The internal testnet launched in Q1, and the team is stress testing block production and validator infrastructure with the mobile app live and mining active. In Q3 2026, mobile blockchain wallet integration arrives, letting users do peer-to-peer TOR transactions directly on the testnet, and Torium Pay, where you can spend TOR on airtime, data bundles, and gift cards, enters its planning stage. Q4 2026 brings the full-scale incentivized testnet, security audits, and selection of authority nodes for mainnet. Then, in 2027, comes the mainnet launch and the token generation event, TGE. Every single TOR you mined converts one-to-one to mainnet TOR. Exchange listings follow. That's when the wider market gets access. And beyond 2027, the roadmap includes cross-chain bridges, DAO governance, and enterprise utility expansion at scale. This is a complete ecosystem they're building, not just a token, but a platform with real-world enterprise clients, a consumer mining layer, a utility payment system, and long-term governance built in from the very start. So now that we've covered everything, the technology, the mining mechanics, the tokenomics, the roadmap, let me take a step back and give you the big picture view, because I think there's something really important here that a lot of people are going to miss if they're not paying attention. We are at a very specific moment in crypto history right now. The era of easy money from just buying and holding random tokens is largely behind us. What's working in 2026, what's actually building real value, are projects that solve genuine problems for real people and real businesses. Not hype coins, not meme tokens, not projects with zero utility and a flashy website. The market has matured, and it's demanding substance. Torium, in my honest opinion, is a project that actually has substance. Think about what they're doing from a macro perspective. On one side, you have billions of people worldwide who have smartphones but still don't have meaningful access to digital wealth creation tools. On the other side, you have enterprises, manufacturers, retailers, logistics companies that desperately need better supply chain verification and data integrity solutions. Torium is building the bridge between both of those worlds on a single blockchain. That's not a small idea. That is a genuinely large addressable market, and the proof of participation model is the key that unlocks participation from both sides simultaneously. Now, I want to talk about timing for a second, because timing in crypto is everything. Right now, Torium is in its earliest stage. The internal testnet just launched in Q1 of this year, the mobile app is live, and mining is active. The halving eras are based on milestones, not time, which means the clock isn't ticking in the traditional sense. But here's the reality. The more people that discover this project, the faster those 100 million TOR milestones get hit, and the faster the mining rates drop. Era 0 at full rate is not going to last forever, and never does with these models. The people who moved on Pi Network in its earliest days, the people who started mining when the rate was highest, those are the people who accumulate